Welcome to the Courtroom Chronicles. This channel is dedicated to educational content based on real-life cases and true events. This content shared here is drawn directly from the actual case file, and no names, places, or items have been changed. However, the content has been carefully summarized and presented for educational purposes in a comprehension format to inform, enlighten, and spark meaningful discussions. Whether you're here to learn, reflect, or simply understand the real-world scenarios better, you're in the right place. We believe in the power of truthful storytelling to educate and inspire. Disclaimer: while all stories are based on real cases, they are presented in a condensed and structured format for clarity and learning. Viewer discretion is advised where necessary. This case is cited from the Nigerian High Court online file, which is public record. This is a case between Ayodele Adeola versus Rosemary Adeola. On the dissolution of marriage, child custody, and maintenance court, High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Presiding Judge, Honor Justice Modupe R. Osho Adabi. Date of judgment, 12th November 2020. Facts of the case. The petitioner, Ayodele Adeola, sought the dissolution of his marriage with the respondent, Rosemary Adeola, based on alleged desertion, cruel behavior, and actions he claimed made cohabitation intolerable. He also sought custody of their only child, Iramide Peace Adeola, age 12 at the time. In response, the respondent filed a cross-petition alleging physical and emotional abuse, neglect, and claimed that she was forcefully excluded from the matrimonial home when the petitioner changed the locks. She also sought custody of the child and a monthly maintenance allowance of $100,000 from the petitioner. Judgment summary: dissolution of marriage. The court held that neither party could prove desertion as a ground under Section 15(2)(d of the Matrimonial Causes Act. However, the respondent successfully proved intolerable behavior, emotional and physical abuse, exclusion from the matrimonial home, and lack of support. As a result, the marriage was dissolved based on Section 15(2)(c) of the Act. Child custody. Custody of the child was awarded to the respondent mother based on the child's best interest. The court found no evidence of neglect or harm by the respondent and acknowledged her sole responsibility for the child's welfare for the past year. However, the petitioner was granted visitation rights, including school holidays. Maintenance. The court ordered the petitioner to pay school fees directly, contribute $50,000 monthly to the respondent for the child's welfare and medical expenses. The respondent would bear the remaining half of the welfare and medical expenses. Outcome of the case: winner, the respondent Adeola. Reasons why the petitioner husband lost. The court found inconsistencies in the petitioner's timeline regarding the desertion claim. The behavior cited by the petitioner, e.g., lack of cooking, quarrels, and withholding sex, was deemed insufficiently grave to justify dissolution. His own conduct, emotional and physical abuse, refusal to support the respondent during medical emergencies, and changing house locks were considered grave and weighty, satisfying the legal standard for intolerable behavior. He failed to prove he was solely responsible for the child's upkeep, undermining his custody claim. Further analysis and preventive insights. How this could have been avoided. Communication and counseling. Most of the disputes cited stemmed from unresolved emotional grievances and domestic misunderstandings. Early intervention through marriage counseling or mediation could have resolved issues like intimacy, family access, and emotional neglect. Financial transparency and joint decision-making. Allegations about exclusive financial responsibility, property contributions, and car ownership created distrust. Shared financial planning and documentation might have prevented conflict over these issues. Parenting coordination. The struggle over child custody and access could have been managed through parenting plans developed with legal or psychological professionals to ensure a child-centered approach. Avoidance of domestic abuse and coercion. Acts such as changing locks and failing to assist during medical crises reflect controlling behavior. If either party felt endangered or unsupported, involving legal or social services early might have prevented the escalation. Legal advice before litigation. The petitioner may have benefited from stronger legal guidance before initiating the suit, especially regarding evidentiary requirements for claims like desertion or cruelty. This judgment serves as a valuable case study on the importance of evidentiary consistency, legal definitions under matrimonial law, and the paramount consideration of a child's welfare in custody cases. Thanks so much for watching, fam. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below, and let me know what you think about the case. I love hearing your thoughts and feedback. And hey, if you felt a connection or learned something new, give this video a like and share it with someone who might enjoy it too. Until next time, stay safe, stay real, and I'll catch you in the next one.